So you want to know if the rg35xx is better than the Miyoo Mini because they're both on sale right now. I guess the best way we could do this is just compare them right across the board. Let's start with what's similar first, and then we'll move on to what's different afterwards. To start, they both have a 3.5-inch IPS screen, but they are different. We'll get into that later in the video. They both have the same amount of buttons on the front and on the back. And they both play the exact same systems. So they both play from PlayStation 1 on back perfectly. Now the first difference right off the back is obviously size. This one's a little smaller, which it can be a little more uncomfortable in your hands, but it's not a big deal. So it's going to be really hard to tell on camera, so you're just going to have to trust me. But the 35XX actually has a much clearer and much brighter screen than the Miyoo Mini for whatever reason. This one just looks a little more muddy and not sharp at all for some reason. And probably the biggest differences between the two is the rg35xx has a HDMI port which can connect out onto a TV. This one does not have that. However, this one has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so you can do multiplayer if you're willing to set it up with a friend, and Bluetooth for whatever reason. I guess you could use a Bluetooth controller if you wanted to, but you're not going to get this thing out to a TV, so that'd be kind of weird. One last small difference is this has 2 slots for the SD cards, so you can have your game SD card separate from your operating system. You cannot do that on the Miyoo Mini Plus, which for some people isn't a deal breaker and some it is. And this is going to ship with Garlic OS. If you don't know what that is, watch my other video on my page about it because it's going to take too long to explain on top of this video, but it's a very nice thing to have for sure.